Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Odyssey, an 8-passenger minivan which receives new styling and technology enhancements this year. Now this week, as I take you for a walk around, I will speak about the Odyssey's changes, offer pricing options, my fuel economy averages, and include a few comparisons. For example, I'm going to be comparing the Odyssey to the Honda Pilot, another 3-row vehicle manufactured by Honda, all to help you decide which vehicle will fit your lifestyle more and potentially save you money. Now, all that aside, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because this review starts right now. This 2025 Honda Odyssey Black Edition trim in Canada, or Elite trim in the US, is covered in the Radiant Red metallic paint and includes the standard and newly styled 19-inch black wheels. Up front, all Odysseys receive LED lights with a sportier grille and an updated bumper design. Honda's award-winning Honda Sensing driver assisted technology is standard across all trims, and the redesigned rear bumper integrates the same vertical reflector used on the second-generation Acura NSX supercar, which is kind of cool to know. MSRP pricing for the Honda Odyssey in Canada is just over $52,000, whereas the Honda Pilot begins at just over $55,400. In the US, MSRP pricing for the Odyssey begins at just under $42,000, whereas the Honda Pilot begins at $40,200. Pricing aside, all Odysseys will come equipped with Honda's trusted 3.5-liter direct injection V6 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. This is producing 280 horsepower with 262 pound-feet of torque and looks like and sounds like this off the line from the driver's point of view when in sport mode and when using your paddle shifters. Sport mode activated, paddle shifters ready. Now, let's go. Amazing! So here's a fast fact recommendation for you. All Honda Odysseys are front-wheel drive only. So if you require winter tires and possibly wheels, make sure you negotiate at time of purchase. But if you don't necessarily require a winter wheel and tire package, but you want a bit more traction, then activate snow mode because your Odyssey will actually start in second gear, and this will improve traction, especially off the line. Now, all that aside, Honda advertises this Odyssey as being able to achieve 10.6 liters per 100 kilometers, or essentially 22 miles per gallon. And I actually did better this week. I was able to achieve 9.7 liters per 100 kilometers, or essentially 24 miles per gallon. And if you want to achieve better fuel economy like me, then make sure you activate Econ mode, or essentially economy mode. The Honda Odyssey offers a ground clearance of 5.8 inches, whereas the Honda Pilot offers a ground clearance of 7.3 inches. That's a difference of 1.5 inches, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're constantly lifting heavier items in and out, that's going to be important for you to know, and especially if you have joint issues. Now, when it comes to towing, there's a huge difference. The Honda Odyssey can tow up to 3,500 pounds, whereas a Honda Pilot can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So if you have an active lifestyle, you have to tow a trailer or a boat or whatever, obviously the Honda Pilot would be the better choice in this instance. Now, when it comes to a power liftgate, this is standard across all trims, but in Canada, the Touring trim and the Black Edition trim offer a kick-to-open hands-free power liftgate. In the US, look for the Elite trim, and then you'll also receive a kick-to-open power liftgate. Now, when it comes to cargo space in the Honda Odyssey with the seats up, you receive 929 liters or 32.8 cubic feet of space. With the third row seats lowered and stowed, you receive 2,452 liters or 86.6 cubic feet of space. Look down in the description below for a side-by-side comparison illustrating the Honda Pilot's cargo space figures versus the Odyssey. Other features include a 12-volt port on the right side with a storage pocket and 2 additional storage pockets on the left side. As I previously mentioned, the Odyssey is a 3-row, up to 8-passenger minivan. And if I was the person stuck sitting back here on this 3rd row, man, I would not complain. There is so much space. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm only 5'3", about 127, 129 pounds. So I'm like the average 10-year-old these days. Just joking. But I mean, it is so comfortable. Leg space, head space is really, really good. And I love all the convenience features. So on both sides, on the Black Edition trim or the Touring trim in Canada, and on the Elite trim in the US, you have sun blockers on each side. You even have this feature in the second row. It's amazing. And then you have pockets for storage behind the second row seats. You have up to 3 USB-C ports, but there's only one auxiliary port on the left-hand side, which is interesting. And then you have cup holders on each side. You even have little vents. It's amazing, but keep watching until my final driving impressions because I speak about these headrests. Getting in and out of your Honda Odyssey is really, really easy because both side doors slide open. And there's a few different ways that you can do that. So pull on the exterior handles and they'll automatically slide for you. Then you could also use your key fob, which unlock the door and they automatically slide open for you. And then on each side of the B pillars, you also have an open and close button. And then even up front, the driver can open up either side too. So super, super nice. And then these seats, okay, they slide forwards and backwards, they fold, they recline, making it easier to get in and out of the third row area. But this middle section is completely removable, and then you have magic seats. So first, if you pull on this strap right here, this middle section folds for you and you have more cups, cup holders, and you have more storage space, but this middle section is completely removable. So if you watch this week's How To Tuesday, when the video goes live, I will provide you a link up above and then down below in the description too. I will show you how to completely remove this center section and put it back, but if you leave it removed, then these second row seats actually slide. Super amazing, like magic. And then also new for 2025 is the entertainment system is now 12.8 inches and the HDMI cable with a USB is inside the front center console. So your dogs and your cats or whatever won't be pulling at any more cables. So super convenient, really, really smart. All the storage back here is really good on the side doors. You have pockets behind both front seats, and then additional connectivity, you'll find 2 USB-C ports. Then your climate panel for back here is actually located up top. So remember, as I'm showing you front passenger and driver comfort and convenience features, this is the Black Edition trim in Canada, or essentially the Elite trim in the US. And I'm going to start everything off with, once again, the key fob. And on it, you'll find your remote start feature. And this will allow you to preheat or cool your cabin in advance because it will automatically start your vehicle without you being inside. Love this feature, super convenient. And then moving up top, the small sunroof is manual to open and then power operated. And then also up top here, you'll find a cabin mirror. Fantastic. There's also a cabin video, but I'll show you that in a second. And then both front seats are power operated, heated, and ventilated in this trim. Super nice. Then the steering wheel is also heated. On the left hand side, you're going to find your voice commands, your shortcuts for your radio, and your audio sound system. You could also customize your fully digital driver cluster on the left hand side too. This is also new for 2025. And then on the right hand side, you'll find your adaptive cruise control settings. So Honda sensing technology is standard across all trims, really, really easy to use. You also have steering assist too here with a shortcut. Amazing. Then moving over to the infotainment system, this is also new for 2025, is now 9 inches. It's touch, obviously, but also offers a navigation as standard in this trim. There's also Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Here are some of my go-tos. So give it a swipe until you see vehicle settings. In here, customize your driver assist system setup because again, Honda sensing technology is super amazing and you get a lot of features. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. Then make sure you continue to scroll and set up your power tailgate. So remember, depending on which trim you purchase, it comes with kick to open hands-free. You have to activate that feature. Then for me, I actually go back and then I look for, this is awesome, so cabin watch. So you have a cabin mirror and then you have cabin watch. And it's actually a video and you can totally see around. This is fantastic for when you're driving too. If you leave it on this feature, it still continues to work and you can see up to easily 10 to 15 feet behind you. This is fantastic. I love this feature. And then there's also cabin talk. Self-explanatory. Just makes it a lot easier for you to communicate with everybody. And you can even set that up through headphones. Super amazing. And then ask about subscriptions because you also have Wi-Fi hotspotting. Amazing, really easy to use. Honda's done a much better job with this system. And then the HVAC system buttons are just down below. They're all buttons. Fantastic. It's so much easier. Of course, you have your drive in normal mode or sport mode, yay, with those paddle shifters. And this is where you have your econ mode and your snow mode too. Underneath here, all of the connectivity is absolutely amazing. So you have one USB, one USB-C port. You even have a 115 watt port, or sorry, 115 volt port. This is great. It's 2 prongs, super convenient, and also an additional 12 volt port. Then the mobile charge pad is standard across all trims, and I like this a lot too. So inside your center console, you actually have a removable section. So it's deeper than you actually think. All the storage, everything, no complaints. It's really, really well done. But Honda, hey, next time I need like a cooler in here. That would be amazing. But all that aside, let's hit the road so I can tell you about my final driving impressions, visibility, and noise cabin quality. 2025 Honda Odyssey final impressions, and I can't believe what I'm about to say. So if I was in the market for a 3-row passenger vehicle, I'm definitely going with a minivan. Absolutely. I would never have said that a few years ago. I actually said to my brother, if he ever purchased a minivan, I would disown him. And this is a man with 3 kids, so I'm so sorry, Enzo. But I sincerely love minivans. I love the way they drive. I love the comfort. I love all the space. I love all the cargo room availability, all of the storage, the entertainment, also the price. So check in your market location, but I was able to get, or I would be able to get, a little bit cheaper insurance in this vehicle over the Honda Pilot, for example. So it's like $3 per month, but I would highly recommend that you look in your area, because that's based on at least 20,000 kilometers per year, how much I drive. Like, there's a lot of variables, but overall I absolutely just love how comfortable you are. You can go for a long cruise and your butt isn't gonna hurt. One thing you definitely need to get used to is the spatial awareness. So this vehicle is very large. It has a large turning radius. If you try to have a spirited drive in, you know, sport mode in your minivan, yeah, you're gonna feel a lot of that weight. You will have a little bit of an understeer because it is front wheel drive. So things that are totally expected. So be aware of that. But the overall comfort in the drive, I love it. The comfort for my passengers, I absolutely love it. Now that aside, it's not all perfect. So if there's one thing I can change, I would put the same Google built-in system that was in the MDX I just reviewed. Also Acura is part of the Honda family. I would put that in this vehicle because I don't understand why I can never get the navigation system to work correctly for me. I don't know. And then the blind spot monitoring, love the fact that it's right inside the cabin, right in the driver's line on sight, in both on both sides. But I feel as though it's a little bit slow to tell you. And then visibility out the back, just make sure you're aware if you leave those headrests up in that 3rd row, you lose some of your visibility. So just things like that I would change or definitely recommend being aware of. But visibility at the front and the sides, there's no blind spot by the B pillar over your shoulder. Definitely a blind spot by that C pillar. Again, totally expected. 3-row vehicles usually have a blind spot, but you receive Honda sensing technology. So, I mean, you get everything you want and more. So, you know, high beam assist, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, steering assist, blind spot monitoring. Like I said, you even have rear cross traffic alert. I love this cabin watch, cabin mirror. All of this stuff is really, really smart. And if you're in Canada, man, go with that touring trim, because this black edition is really, really nice, but it's more just like an aesthetics thing. The touring package gives you everything you want and then some too. And even in the US, I mean, highly recommend the touring package as well too. And you save a couple $1,000s. Noise cabin quality, again, really, really good too. Honda has done a really good job improving their noise cabin quality. So yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, can't believe I'm saying it. I'm going minivan all the way, all the way. But make sure you do your market research, do competitor comparisons. But guys, if you're looking for more information, don't forget to look down in the description below. I try to make your purchasing experience easier for you. And while you're down there, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.